my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kim. Welcome. And so today I'm back with another story time for you guys. If it's your first time seeing my face, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this story time, okay? Make sure you grab your snacks, your drinks. I just have my lavender chamomile jasmine green tea kombucha from Organics Dr. Brew. Or Brew Doctor. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys about the time that basically this was my first and my last boyfriend. I don't know what you're gonna think, like, what did you do to him, Kim? What did you do? I didn't do anything to him. I met this guy when I was in, I think, like ninth grade. So yeah, so I met this guy when I was in 9th grade, and it wasn't like how you meet someone to date someone. I basically met him through an after school program. So I was waiting outside, and this dude just like this dude, I knew him, and he always looked at really bored, you know, like he's one of those people that's supposed to be in class and you're like, why are you out of class? And he's like, oh, I'm just chilling. But you're supposed to be in class because we're in the same class, you know. He's like one of those dudes. So he came up to me and he was like, yo, you want to help me prank my friend? I was waiting for my parents to come and pick me up. He was like, you want to help me prank my friend? So I was like, okay, sure. I was bored. I was like, sure. So he was like, all right, this is him. We're gonna call my ex-boyfriend Jay. He was like, this is him, just go up to him and give him your number or something like that. And I was just like, okay, sure. And he was like, give him your number. And then just kind of like, I don't know how the prank went. It was like, give him your number. And basically it was like a give him the wrong number type of thing. And I don't know how it went. It was a stupid prank because I can't even remember how it went. I don't know how it went. His friend was bored. I was bored. I was waiting for my parents. I probably was waiting for like a good 30 minutes. It was a mess. So that's what I did. We just joked around with it. I texted him and pranked him. He wasn't ugly, but he wasn't my type. I texted him and pranked him, and obviously it was like it was a messy 9th grade prank gone wrong. It didn't make sense, cause like, yeah, it didn't make sense. It was dumb. So I did that, and before this I never had a boyfriend before that. I had guys that I was like, okay, you're cute, but I've never really had a boyfriend that like asked me out and was like with me and stuff like that, right? So after this whole thing, he pretty much was like, we just started talking. It wasn't nothing crazy, and then he was like, oh, you wanna like, we basically started dating. girl, I just can't. I can't. It's just so ghetto. It's just so ghetto. Okay. So after that, we just started talking and everything was cool. Now he's one of those guys that is like smart, like you guys know, like gifted. He's one of those people that are gifted, that are like just like naturally smart. Like they don't need to study, they just literally know so much information in their brain. It's ridiculous. They're one of those people. He's one of those people that like, he also played Minecraft. I don't know, I guess that means, someone was like, yeah, that means he's super nerdy, and I always tend to go for like nerdy people because I think they're cool, so that doesn't bother me. So with that being said, but because I look pretty or whatever, I couldn't sit with his friends. So whenever his friends were like in the gifted program or whatever, you know how they separate the schools, you're like, you're in this, and it was like one of those. And I couldn't, like, I remember I was like getting ready to sit with him and his friends, and he was like, no, you probably shouldn't sit with us because, you know, you you're not gonna be able to have the conversations we're having. You're not gonna be able to understand what's going on. So he's pretty much calling me dumb. He's pretty much calling me dumb. But I was just kind of like, okay. And so I went and I just left the whole situation. Like, I was just kind of like going with the flow. I was like, I'm that type of person. Like, I go with the flow type of thing. And so I was just kind of like going with the flow. Like, I didn't realize like he literally just called me dumb because I am in 9th grade and I'm barely like understanding what's going on. And this was not, it was supposed to be a relationship. It was out of a prank. I don't know. I don't know. So after that, he pretty much, what happened? We basically kept talking, kept communicating, but throughout our relationship, he wasn't like talking to me. I know, it's weird. 9th graders in relationships are not talking to each other. It's weird to me too. It's weird because we go to the same school. Like, we see each other. I think we had the same lunch period. It was weird. So we just go into the same school, and I was just like, why after school? And we had after school programs together. So I'm like, where do you go? Where do you go after all these programs? Where are you? And so then after this whole thing, he pretty much will talk and stuff. And this was like, this was when I was getting invited to like Sweet 16. So I would just be super dolled up, super cute, and I'd be going to these Sweet 16s. And I remember, like, I don't remember a lot about our relationship other than him pretty much ignoring me and me pretty much like ignoring me in the sense of like not giving me attention. He was always playing Minecraft. He was just always doing something, like not interested in having a girlfriend at all, like at all. And it's like I peeped that, but like I never had a boyfriend before, so I didn't know like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, I don't know. I remember I got dolled up for this one particular Sweet 16, and I felt super cute and I felt super pretty. I felt super cute and I felt super pretty. And I remember him, like, I sent him a picture of me, and I remember him just not saying anything about it, like not saying, oh my god, you look so pretty, or not a single compliment. And I remember my feelings was like, I was like, I look like a badass, and that's all you gotta say? That's all you gotta say? So yeah, he wasn't giving. And so that like, I got all mad about it, but like I didn't react. I just acted like it was nothing. And then I think like after the Sweet 16 and everything, I pretty much was like giving him the same energy that he had been giving me. So I wasn't caring if he was like gonna talk to me, if he was gonna say, hey, how did your day? Like I didn't care. After that whole thing, we kind of was like, then we would do like these things where we was like in a relationship, not in a relationship, like on and off relationship. It was like, I don't like those because I'm one of those, girl, leave me alone. I'm not coming back. Let me be. So we kept doing one of those. So I think maybe after that we probably did go on like a little break or whatever. Got back together. Nothing changed. Same shit. Nothing new.
Nothing new. Nothing changed. Same old shit.
Then after that, he pretty much was like, you know, doing the same stuff, like, and I just was like, wow, I'm not worthy of attention. Like, you're really not gonna give me any attention. Wow, that's crazy. And it's crazy because I don't feel like I'm just this attention seeking person. Like, obviously I'm talking about my camera, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't feel like I'm one of those people in a relationship that's like, oh my god, give me attention. And I don't think anything is wrong with those people, but for me, I'm not that. But a little compliment here and there, throw me a little bone here and there, it made me feel good, and we'd be good. But he didn't do that. He was not ready for a relationship. Like, he was just one of those people that are super, he was just a super smart nerd that didn't want a girlfriend and like playing Minecraft, and nothing is wrong with that, but that's who he was. All right, so we broke up and I pretty much started dating a girl afterwards. We agreed on the breakup, like, okay, it's not working, whatever. And I pretty much started dating a girl afterwards. Everybody was like, yo, Jay turned Kim gay, Jay turned Kim gay. That was like the talk of what the rumor was, like, he turned me gay. I didn't understand it, because I'm like, because I look at people as people, so I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, how do you, like, how?
When do it becomes?
How can he turn me gay? How can he not make me like guys anymore when it was never in the picture? Like, I was just, I don't know. So anyway, started dating another girl. It became like a whole thing. Woo woo woo. All right, fast forward, now we're in college, the community college, and he's there. And so I'm like, oh, I forgot one part. Like, whenever I would be after school, after my practice, his mom had pulled up and she was like, oh, she was like, oh, Kim. And she would be like super friendly to me and stuff, because like she had known me as his girlfriend. So she'd be all super nice to me and stuff, and I'm like, okay, hi. And she's super sweet, and that's it, right? That's the whole thing. Then I remember he started dating this girl who was of a twin, and I'm not gonna really give her a name because she's not that important in the story, but he started, I mean, she kind of is, but should I give her a name? Okay, we're gonna name her Bree. So we're gonna just name her Bree. So she basically, they started dating or whatever. It was like a cute little couple. I was like, okay, y'all cute, because the thing is, I don't know if I should explain this now, but the thing is, he couldn't handle me. I'm gonna explain later. I'm gonna explain what I mean. So moving on, we are now in college. We are freshmen in college, I believe, and it's all over again. It was freshman in high school and it's freshman in college. So I'm like, oh my god, wow, this is like, this is love. I'm like, this is love. Like, we are back full circle. Like, what are the odds? There's odds, because we lived in the same town. But I was just being so naive and dumb, and I was just like, oh my god, what are the odds? Like, what are the odds that he's, because I thought he had went off to college. So I was like, what are the odds that we're gonna, you know, we meet back up and he liked me and we like each other and all this other stuff, right? Me and my ex-girlfriend and stuff, we had broke up like long time ago. And so we're in college, everything is cool, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. And we start talking. High key, I was basically thinking of him as like my tutorer, because I was struggling in math. So yeah, my tutor. Now, does that mean I'm a user? I don't know, you guys tell me. But that's what I was thinking of him of. I wasn't really, I was like I was still like hyped up, like, oh my god, this, you know, this could be like a little love story type of thing. Like, we could be, what is it, the high school sweethearts, like, and we found each other back, like, rekindled. I was thinking that, but I had toned it down. Difference. I had toned it down. And so after that, he pretty much was like, we started dating, everything was going great. I remember going over to his house, seeing his mom. It was cool. Seeing his dogs, I remember that. I also remember me telling my co-workers at work, like, girl, he could be the one. Like, oh my god, he really could be the one. Like, everything is coming back full circle. And my co-worker was like, girl, you a fool. She literally said it. She was like, you're a fool. No, he's not. You young. Is, you know, she literally was like, you're young and dumb. These are the words she used. She did not sugarcoat it. She was literally like, you're young and dumb. He's not the one. And, you know, I laughed it off. And I was like, girl, bye. And so, after that, he... what did he do? We just started, you know, like I said, we started dating. Everything started coming back. We started hanging out. We, you know, he started coming over to my house, helping me out with my schoolwork. We hung out. I started going to his house to chill. We kind of just, like, you know, date. We were dating. And at the time, I don't know. Like, I remember it was like Valentine's Day, and he took me to this really nice restaurant. And I think they closed down. I'm so sad about it. But he took me to this really nice restaurant, and we were like joking about like having kids together. And you know, it was like a cute little date because like I said before, at that point in my life, I still never really like had that. So it was cute. It was cute for the girls. It was cute. And so after that, Jay, I'm just really good at just saying he, she, and hoping y'all keep up. But I'm gonna try to use the names. Jay was basically like, you know, we joked around. He had bought me like a teddy bear and some flowers. It was cute. Okay, it was cute. I'm not gonna even hold you. It was cute. But then after Valentine's Day, everything just, you know, was cool. I remember that I was working 2 jobs at the time, and I remember we were supposed to go see a movie. So let's say I got off work at 6, the movie starts at 7. I didn't have anything to eat, and I had been working, like, cause I was like, okay, we're gonna go see the movie at 7, but I ended up having to stay later at the job than I was supposed to. And I basically was just like, you know, I had already eaten my lunch, I'm super hungry, can you please just bring me a tuna sandwich? Or if not, just bring me a PB&J. Those 2 things, those are the things I had requested of him. I was like, I'm so hungry, my feet are so tired, but I do want to go see this movie with you. You know, just please bring me a sandwich, some type of sandwich. I gave him the 2 easiest sandwiches that you can make. And yeah, this dude showed up with nothing in his hands. What would you have done? Because he showed up with nothing in his hands. Yeah, that's what I said too, girl. That's what I said. And after that, I was just like looking at him like, and I think before that, I missed the important part. I think before that, when we're on like the Valentine's Day date or something like that, I think he had asked like, would I ever give, honey, can I say it? I don't know. He asked me that question, and I was like, no, because I don't know you. Like, we just started dating, so no. And so he was like, well, my ex-girlfriend gave me da-da-da-da, and I'm just like, okay, that's your ex-girlfriend, girl. We're different. Like, so many red flags, but I was just so in this little thing. And he pretty much was like, well, my ex-girlfriend gave me blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, girl, you can go back to her. Like, we're still dating. I'm like, we're still dating. Like, please. So fast forward back to him not bringing me a sandwich thing. And so I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna even make a big deal about it. Let's just go on to the movie theater like a fool. I was like, let's just go into the movie theater. Let's just go. So we go to the movie theater because it was in the same plaza where I worked. So we went, And afterwards, we had went to Sonic and he had got me some food. And I was, you know, happy. Because I cannot eat, I don't know about you, but I can't eat popcorn or candy on an empty stomach. I'm going to throw up. I cannot eat none of those things on an empty stomach. I am going to throw up. I'm going to throw I have done it before and that's what happened. So I just don't. And it's oily and it's a lot of butter. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't like it. That's what happened with that situation. And I remember just thinking to myself like, wow, you're so selfish. Like, I literally just asked you for one thing. I just asked you to make me a sandwich. And I really remember being really upset about it. And I would like throw little hints like, why you couldn't make me a sandwich? Like, I was trying to save you money. Like, what's wrong with you? Or I forgot, he's a Cancer. He was a Cancer. And so after that, that's how that situation went. I moved past it. I'm like, whatever, forget it. Not gonna even, like, you know, there's no need to harp on it. I should have, but you know, I was like, there's no need to harp on it. Fast forward to, we were at school chilling. I remember, you know, he didn't treat me like, I remember if I asked him for something and I was at school, he would go get it. Like, him and his friends, they were going to Chick-fil-A and I was like, yeah, I want a milkshake when I could consume it. I was like, yeah, I want a milkshake. And he was like, you know, what kind? And I told him and he got me a milkshake. So it's like, he wasn't mean, but like, I don't know what it is. But guys, when I ask, or just people in general, when I ask for simple things, they just can't register that. It's like, I need to ask for the most expensive thing on the menu for you to understand. Like, because if I ask you to just make me a sandwich at the house, you're not going to do it. But I'm asking you for this, and this, and you're weird. After that, he'll be nice to me. He'll get me stuff, like if I ask for it or whatever. He'll come in the library and check on me and he would just be like, you know, I think that's so cool. That's one thing that I'm really attractive to you for, is your hard work. You working so hard. Like, that's so cool. Like, I don't do this because, like I said, he's just like a smart ass. So he don't do this. He just knows this. After that, I remember one day we were like I was in my car and I was waiting for him to come out so we could just, like, you know, when you have periods, both of your classes are out and you're just chilling in the car. So I was waiting on him to come out the car and I was waiting on him to come out his classes, and I was just in the car chilling. Yep, just in the car chilling, nothing else. And as I'm in there chilling, he comes and he's like talking to me or whatever. He's like, turn the car off, man, you're gonna run up the battery or whatever. And I was like, all right, cool. So I turn the car off. He comes in, we're sitting down, we're talking to each other, At this time, I think I had gotten like a gut feeling. I got a gut feeling, but I had let it go. And you know, I had let it go. Like, I had gotten some weird gut feeling, but like the thing is, because it was community college, we weren't always communicating with like a bunch of people. Like, he had his other group of friends and then there was just me. Like always, there's always just me. But he had his group of friends, and okay, he had his group of friends and then there was just me. And I'll just go to the library, I'll chill, I'll be doing my work and stuff like that. Like, that's basically how it was. What I'm trying to get at is, there was no other girls or boys or there was no distraction, because it's like with community college, most people just go to do their classes and they leave right away. Like, no one is trying to stay around to hang out and all this other stuff. So there was like, I wasn't thinking nothing, because I'm like, who could you be talking to? Like, there is nobody here. And I'm just like, I'm not talking to no one, there's nobody here. But that was that. But I had like a weird feeling like something was going on. But like, at a young age, when your gut is like telling you stuff, you just think it's a joke. I don't know what's wrong with us. Like, it's like you just think like, I don't know, it's like a fly on the shoulder. You're like brushing it off. Like, you just think it's nothing happening in the world, when it's like your gut is literally like telling you, girl, listen to me, I'm trying to tell you something, hello. It's like coming at you like, knock, 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 listen to me. And I'm just not. But yeah, so I remember I was in the car chilling with him and I took his phone. I am not one to take someone's phone because I don't care what's in it. Because if you're gonna cheat on me, that means like it's gonna find its way to me. If you're gonna cheat on me, it's going to find its way to me, whether it's in the relationship or after the relationship. I don't care too much about the cheating, because I'm like, I'm not someone that's gonna go out their way to make sure you're not cheating on me. Basically, I'm not gonna do it. Not the one, especially with men. I'm not gonna do it. I don't care about them that much. I'm simply not gonna do it. I'm gonna continue, but I'm just gonna say that I'm simply just not gonna do it. No. The door. I basically scrolled through his phone and I was basically looking at his prom pictures or whatever, and I was like, oh, he still got his prom pictures with his ex in here. Okay, that's not weird. It's not weird because I was like, I have a picture of me and my prom date. A prom date is a prom date, right? Granted, him and his prom date were actually boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. My prom date and I were just prom dates. Nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. That was it. I was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I'm like, ah, this looks interesting. I was like, what's this? Oh my God, what's that? I was like, what is this? And I'm looking at it. And it's basically his ex-girlfriend. And I'm like, but I don't have straight hair. My hair is kinky. I haven't straightened my hair in such a long time. So I'm looking at him and he's just, you know how dudes get. They get all, give me my phone, nah, that's old pictures, why you in my stuff? He gets like that. I brush it off because, like I said, I just brush it off because I'm like, okay girl, whatever, you all fuzzle. I'm like, that's not me, you need to delete that. You need to delete that. I told him you need to delete that and I left it alone. He got out my car, I drove home, I was mad, I said a couple stuff, whatever. Alright, maybe a couple days, I don't know if it was like a month or two later, we were still in a relationship, everything was going fine, I guess. I don't know, I'd be zoning stuff out. And the next big thing that happened was, I remember I was feeling really sad and I was just feeling really depressed. I wasn't happy. I was just feeling really sad, like really sad. And I remember I texted him. I was at work and I was feeling sad and I went on break and I just texted him all these things that I was feeling and all of that. He's the type of person that he likes to fake the funk, meaning he will fake like he's happy, smiling, but he's not. And it's like, I'm your girlfriend, you can be real with me. I don't care if you're not, like, I don't care about all your skeletons and you know, all that stuff. Like, just be real with me. Like, if you're not happy with life or whatever, you can be sad. I am not going to judge you. You can be sad, you cannot be happy. That's okay. It's an emotion, it's bound to happen. And he just didn't want to understand that. He will always go around trying to smile and making sure everybody's like, you know, he likes to be like the guy that you would never know what's wrong with him unless like somebody in the family tell you. Or like, yeah. So he came back at me and was like, you're acting like my ex-girlfriend. You're acting like my ex-girlfriend. This is how she acts. This is how she acts. This is how she acts. She acting like y'all the same person. He basically came at me, comparing me to his ex-girlfriend. You're comparing me, your now girlfriend, I'm going through my depressive state, to your ex-girlfriend. So I remember in what you dealt with in a relationship with your ex-girlfriend, but you're not bringing any help to the table. But remember, your ex-girlfriend, the one that I just saw a picture of her in your phone. Okay, a little shady, but okay. So I was like, why are you all mad? Like, why you got stuck? I didn't like that. Like, I had another gut feeling. I didn't like that. And so I was trying to talk to him when I was on break, and then he basically was like, I gotta go walk the dogs. I'm like, okay. So I had to go back to work. After work, like during work, I was like, I'm gonna pull up on it. I'm gonna pull up on him. Cause we didn't live that far from each other. So I was like, I'm gonna pull up on him. So after work, I was mad. I was furious. I'm like, why are you comparing me to your ex-girlfriend? So I pulled up on him. And so I pulled up on him, and he basically was like, he brought the dogs outside. He brought the dogs outside, and he was like talking to me, and I was like, I asked him this question, and the question was, do you see us together? And I feel like in a typical relationship, if my partner is having doubts about us being together and I'm really for this person, I'm gonna be like, yeah, what the hell? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean if we see each other together? Yes, I'm with you. What the hell are you talking about? What could you pop? You're not talking about shit because we're supposed to be together. You're not talking about shit. That wasn't the response I got. That wasn't the response I got. The response I got was, I mean, if you see us together, what the fuck? I just wanted to slap him in his face. What do you mean if I see us together? So you don't got no eyes too? So you don't got no vision. You can't see nothing. It's just me. I'm in this relationship by myself. Okay. And after that whole thing, I drove off, almost ran him over in his mailbox. I pulled off, I was so mad, I was so furious. I got home, and I remember, like, we were on the phone. I don't know who called who first, but we were on the phone, and I remember he was like, we were just talking or whatever, and I was like yelling, and I was just upset or whatever. And I remember him saying, like, I said to him, like, I love you as a person, because I loved him as a person. Because and he's like, well, you don't even know me that well. You don't even know me that well. We dated in 9th grade. We're now freshmen in college. I cannot tell you I love you as a person, as a human being that I've known you basically, like, from that period of time. I can't tell you that. So I told him that, and he basically was just like, you don't know me, you don't know who I am, you don't know anything about me. How can you say you love somebody? I was like, I love you as a person. You're not a shitty person. He was a shitty person. Yeah, he was. But I was just like, I love you as a person. And that's basically what he said. He said that whole rate-tay. And I was like, okay, girl, whatever. And so we basically broke up. Because apparently I couldn't love him as a person. And so I remember I took a shower, and I was crying my eyes out. I was crying. Like, my heart was, like, broken. Because, like I said, I was, like, thinking he was, like, the one. Like, it was this love story or whatever. And it wasn't, obviously. And so got out the shower. He called me back, and he was like, well, let's try to work it out. Like, let's try to work it out. Like, he basically was, like, asking me for me back to be with him. And I was like, no, I'm good. Because when I was in the shower, I was already deleting pictures about us. I was already deleting stuff. I had already given away the teddy bear to my little sister. I was just done. Because you made me cry. That's usually the rule with me. Like, if you make me cry, I'm leaving. Because I should not be, like, in a bad way. Like, I should not be crying in a bad way. Like, I should be crying of happiness. Why the hell are you making me crying because you're being a... So after that whole thing, that was pretty much it. That was it. That was the whole relationship. And then I remember I started going to school, then I started dating somebody else, then they was toxic. Girl, that's another story time. But I started dating somebody else, a girl, and I remember his friends, he was no longer there, and his friends, they were like talking to me or whatever. They would, you know, I would go over there to say, hey, what's up guys, and I would just go on about my business. Like I said, at the time I was dating someone. So this person, his friend basically was just like, yo, you know Jay, that night that y'all broke up, he went over to his ex house and brought her some flowers to apologize for her, for the relationship, and they got back together. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then they was just basically like, they were together the whole time. He was cheating on me, and I don't know. So and then the clothing store that I was working in, she came in, and I was just like, and like she was like, I think I threw a little shade her way. Obviously I'm not mad at her, I'm mad at him, but I threw a little shade her way because I just felt like it. Was that it? What I meant by he could have handled me was like, I'm not curvy, but I weigh more than him. Like, he couldn't pick me up, he couldn't fight nobody for me. Like, I would have had to jump in on any occasion. I was more man than he was, let's just say that. So yeah, he was just really skinny. He was really skinny, and no shade to skinny dudes, y'all cool, but he was just really skinny. Like, people made fun of me dating him in high school because he was so skinny, and we were running on the cross country team together, and people was just like, why are you dating him, what's wrong with you? Like, I took people making fun of me for dating him because I liked him for him, but he still went and cheated on me. Make it make sense. I don't know, make it make sense. That's basically what happened. I'm trying to see if anything else happened. I think they're still together. That's pretty much how I found out about him cheating on me with his ex. Was from his friends, because his friends, I don't know if they were over his shit or if they was just like spilling all the tea, they were bored, I don't know. One of his friends was trying to talk to me. I don't know. So that's how I found out he was actually trying to cheat with me, and I'm here to tell you that listen to your gut. I know you hear it in all these story times. Please do it. Listen to your gut and do the digging. Do the digging, because I'm not one to do the digging, but you do the digging and you find some shit, okay? Because I found out afterwards, and I was like, that's not fun. I can't go on my detective shit. I didn't like how he went about the situation, because it's like, if you wanted to break up, you could have just broke up with me. But that's a pattern I see with Cancer men. They just want you to want them more than they want you, and that's not the case over here. It's like they want, like, they would tell you, like, they would cheat on you, they would cheat on you, and they just want everybody to want them. It's like, girls, don't nobody want you. Stop. Anyways, okay, I'm done. But that he was pretty much my first and my last boyfriend ever in life, and after that I was done with dudes and their shenanigans. I mean, I couldn't be bothered. Like, I still messed with dudes, but I just didn't date them. He was the last official dude that I made official. Like, after that I was done. I was like, girl, y'all are not for me, and that is okay. That is okay. So yeah, that is the end of the story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you did. I know you enjoyed the story time, and if you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. I see y'all be watching and y'all not subscribing, and I'm feeling a little sad about it. So can you please subscribe, please? All right, I'll see you in my next video.
Talk until we're done. I love you to your heart and back. I love you to the top of your